And this is Austin. Austin's here with us.
Austin's here.
He's my
What's up, Austin?
younger brother, bigger brother though.
How you doing, Austin?
Doing pretty good. Back hurt.
Back hurts.
Carrying the team.
Carrying the team. Yeah, I feel that.
I'm just gonna jump right into the what. Okay, so I fired you last week, Petey.
How are you? What?
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't watch the podcast. You fuck. I fired you last week on the podcast.
I did watch it. I haven't watched it.
So you are no longer a member of the podcast, but you are now the producer of the podcast.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know what a producer does?
I got the gist of it. I don't know how I'm gonna produce.
Well, you can't right now. I don't have the equipment.
I don't have it either.
But on paper, you're my producer.
I heard about it.
Yeah, Austin heard about it.
He was here.
I was here.
No, you weren't here when I recorded it, but you were probably here when I was editing it.
How long into it was it?
Immediate.
Immediate?
Yeah, that started off with it. I was like, well, Petey's fired. He's no longer a member. I'm the only member. And then I said something like, you can't stay on my schedule. Fuck you.
It was my cousin and roommate's fucking birthday. I'm sorry.
Okay. You still could have taken an hour.
It was probably a...
There was like 3 hours of doing absolutely nothing we could have recorded. Okay, first question. If we have the technology to have a bionic eye, you know it's good. Would you replace one of your eyes with a bionic eye?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just don't think I would.
Oh, you're gonna just do it right here? Right on the fucking podcast?
Yeah, we're gonna listen to the old podcast on the current podcast.
God damn it. And just because you didn't watch it when it went up?
I want to hear you bitching.
It was like a minute. I didn't really
you
even
did
bitch.
It was your way of bitching. Fired me.
Yeah. I told you, dude, that I would.
That's what
And I think that I did it pretty good by myself, even though it was only like 20 minutes. I'm Ryan Raven, for this podcast because I'm hitting the reset button, and I'm going to start doing the podcast by myself completely.
Really?
But,
Really?
Yeah, look where we're at now.
You're not doing it by yourself, Ryan.
I am doing it by myself.
Here I am back on your podcast.
No, if you listen later, you gotta listen more.
I still want to listen to you.
Probably be on most of them still.
Oh, Petey will
Not gonna rely on anyone else anymore because they don't want to stick to my schedule. Petey wasn't really tied down anyway.
Yeah, Pete.
Petey was, and I guess I'm putting him on blast right now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're fired, I guess.
That's fucking great, dude.
You ever had a friend fire you before?
Yeah.
Have you really? And then just talk bullshit for the rest of it. Alright.
Well, fuck you. I quit. No.
Well, you can't because you already got fired.
I think
So
about
technically, I
it
have to be under a new contract.
No.
The old one was
No.
terminated if I was terminated.
That contract was not for the podcast. That is for my LLC. You're still my employee. You're just not a member of the podcast. Anyway, so I guess if you're not gonna get a bionic eye, I can just throw out my other fucking question.
I'd get one.
You'd get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I think it would be a dumb decision to not do it.
Because then you could match it with your other eye and have
You never know
perfect
what could
vision.
happen.
You don't need a phone anymore with the bionic eye. It's just built in. You got an iPhone.
Yeah.
You know the kind of porn you could watch on there?
Yeah, you could be watching
how
porn in
much-
public.
You know how much they're gonna be able to. The government's gonna be able to see of your fucking life if you got it in your fucking eyeball.
Would it matter if I'm posting all that shit to social media anyway?
You do it on your phone anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's
kinda got
better
a
than
point.
your real eye. It's better in every way, and it's even electronic. Like you got fucking a phone in your eye, or you can use it as a regular eye, or you can use it for infrared vision.
can you turn it off?
Yes. Well, kinda.
Like
You'd
locationing
still.
and everything.
I mean, I don't know.
'Cause
I
that's-
didn't. I didn't build the eye.
Probably have to take it out and clean it every once in a while somehow.
Probably.
But like, see, I just wouldn't want to be in a situation.
It'd be like having a Bluetooth device in your eye socket.
You probably get cancer from it too.
I know a guy that
There's a
doesn't have
lot
an
of.
eyeball.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good
My
that could come from it.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of bad.
my question after that is would you get a Neuralink?
What is that?
It's that chip where they drill a hole in your head and then they drill like a square shape into your skull and then put a chip in it and it links up to your brain and it makes you better. It makes you think better.
Probably not.
No.
Sounds like brain control.
Yeah, that's it. It does.
That sounds like
It
fucking
does.
brain
I wouldn't
control.
do it. I wouldn't do it.
Hell no.
Just, I guess these first three questions are just about Elon Musk because the next question is, would you go to Mars on a one-way trip if you had like all of your needs taken care of?
Like civilization's already established, or like you're one of the first. people to
Society
go
is
there?
established, civilization's not established.
How much
There's
is
just
that?
like a few people there along with you. Like you're not alone. But there's like people there and you have to work with them. You get a job there.
What's the people to pizza ratio?
Probably not.
Why?
I need a ratio
Why
of
wouldn't you
pizza
go?
to people.
I'd
Well, I
probably
mean,
wait.
you got everything you want on Mars.
Yeah, but how much pizza is on Mars?
However much you want them
I
to
can
make.
eat a lot of pizza. Are you saying there's 5 years worth of pizza on Mars?
I mean, there's an infinite food source if we figure out how to grow food on Mars.
You can't grow pizza.
Yeah, you can. You can grow all the ingredients. Literally, all the ingredients of a pizza can be grown.
It's not gonna be instantly, but you know.
I mean, like,
There
is
is-
it gonna
there
already
is-
be like that when I go
After
up there?
everything is established and you get there and be like, I just want pizza.
They've already got the housing designed, and I think they've already got a team pick to go. If I'm remembering correctly, I know they got the housing. I watched that whole fucking video of the teams battling against each other with their designs for the house, and which team won. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I watched it too. So, an extension to that question. What if it was just for 5 years? Like, you know you're coming back in 5 years.
Is
It's
there
the same
5 years
question,
worth
I
of
but-
don't know,
pizza?
man. A lot can happen in 5 years on Mars, bro. We don't know shit about Mars, really, except for what a robot is drove around and seen. You know how easy it is
Yeah,
to
but
invade
by
a fucking
this time,
robot?
though, by this time, where you'd be able to go there commercially, everything would be established over there. We'd know what everything looks like. We know how everything runs. I'd do it. I'd do that one. I wouldn't do the first one. I don't want a
I
one-way
want-
trip.
Yeah, no. Fuck
But if
that.
I could be there for 5 years, I'd fucking go. You'd be a celebrity afterward. You get back from Mars and be like one of the first people on Mars. You'd be in the history books. One of the first people on Mars.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. I don't really have anything holding me down here. Dude, no, someone would have to fucking watch my baby.
Okay, this one's more of like a personal
Devil.
life question.
Austin, could I trust you to watch
Spaced out.
my baby? I don't think I could take my dog.
Spaced out.
Why not? You could totally take your dog.
Spaced
Really?
out.
Yeah, you could totally take your dog. We've taken dogs into space multiple times.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes they didn't come back, probably.
I'll take my dog.
Yeah,
I ain't
you can take
going-
your dog.
I ain't going without my dog.
Okay.
She's no girl.
All right.
Hey.
He fine. He fine. Kitty almost jumped on the board. Or keyboard, not board.
On a board.
So, what do you think a comfortable amount of money would be? Like, you can to live your life and do nothing.
My whole life?
Yeah.
Like, so pretty much to, like, cash
What would
out.
you want? Like, how much money do you want? To be comfortable.
To be
Not really how much do you want. Like,
I was about to say,
Probably $1 million.
$1 million for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it with just $1 million. Especially if they gave it to me up front, I'd be broke in like a month. But 10 million.
That's what I was about to say. I think 10 million would be a good number.
10
I was
million.
literally, it was on my tongue, but you was like,
Yeah.
but I was like,
It was on the side
Yeah,
of my
10
cheek
million.
there.
What you can do with 10 million is invest it.
that'd be a comfortable amount to live my entire life off.
Yeah. But if I got 10 million, I'm invested. Like 5 of it. Like 5 million of that.
I'd probably invest
You'd be rich.
Like 2.
If you do that, if you did that, it doesn't really matter.
There's
Anything
so
above
much
$1 million.
There's so much other shit I'd buy though. Oh my fucking God.
Yeah,
So-
but if you invest it and then wait, you can buy so much more. Wait, are you gonna give an answer, Austin?
I'm gonna live in the woods.
So $1 million. Yeah, if you had $1 million and just lived in the
Getting
woods,
solar panels and
just buy everything you could possibly need to
try to
survive
get some
for the
land
rest of your life.
somewhere. Got a spring or something.
Cat.
So,
Hey.
what is
Motherfucker.
happening in there?
He's playing
So-
with something. Fuck out of there.
I need
Quit
you.
it.
I need
He's
you to
climbing
climbing this
up
out,
here.
but I completely forgot you answered already. That's my bad.
Next question. What generally unliked guest would you have on the podcast? Somebody that people just don't like.
Justin?
Not people that we personally know, like celebrities.
Really?
I can go ahead and tell you mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Alex Jones.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Alex Jones is? He's the freaking frogs gay guy.
I don't think so.
Oh, what? Okay. Where's my phone?
Hold on. Pause this. I
Why?
don't know if you can get in.
What? I can just cut it out, whatever.
Okay. I was gonna say pausing it would work just fine.
Yeah, pausing sometimes fucks it up.
Oh. I didn't know.
Ah!
Alright, here we
I
go.
don't like to put chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand? That turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs.
That's what's wrong with America right there.
What, the frogs are turning gay?
Frogs are turning people gay. And giving them their drinking water. But have you heard about my cabbages?
How fucking long is that video?
2.5 minutes. It was only 30 seconds in. Freaking frogs gay!
My cabbages.
He's like a conspiracy theorist. Sometimes he gets them right, but most of the time he's a fucking idiot. And he's a fucking... He got actually canceled. Like, you hear about cancel culture and, like, people getting canceled on Twitter and shit. He got banned from YouTube, Twitter, pretty much any social media you can think of. He's not allowed on anymore. I would totally have him on the podcast. And you can't think of anybody that people generally don't like.
Cat Williams.
I'm awful with fucking names, man.
I got another one then for you. Jake Paul.
A lot of it.
I don't like Jake Paul at all.
I'm
And I would totally have him on. Because he is kind of not a good person.
I wouldn't.
You gotta be
He'd
careful
be-
who you're hanging
He'd be a
around.
fucking dick
you
the
know?
whole time, and I wouldn't.
I think he'd just be fake the
He'd
whole
wanna
time.
fight
I don't
you.
think he'd really be.
He'd be like, "Fight me, bro."
I'll be like, all right, let's go.
spar." And then you'd get your ass beat.
I doubt it.
No, you get
I
your
doubt
ass
it.
beat.
Because if he doesn't specify what kind of fighting, I won't get my ass beat. Because
No,
I'll hit him with a chair.
He'll win a box.
I'm pretty.
If he don't say it.
No, that's what he will. I guarantee it.
If he doesn't specify what kind of boxing, I'm gonna start kicking the shit out of him.
Just have
He
a
probably didn't train for that.
big old pay-per-view match or something.
Better be careful what you say, Ryan. I don't think you should.
Dude, no. If Jake Paul hears this and wants to fucking fight me, I'm down. I'm about that clout.
I'd do it.
Yeah, I'd fucking do it. Even if I know I'm gonna lose, I would do it.
I'd say his brother made some.
I'd fight fucking
I'll
KSI's little brother too.
I'd be down to watch it.
Yeah.
If I fight Jake
I'll
Paul,
be front row seat, dog. Like,
if I fight Jake Paul, you gotta fight JJ, KSI's little brother.
no.
Petey
No, I
just
ain't
watching
fighting
throw
nobody.
$1 bills.
For that clout though, you wouldn't do it for that clout?
No.
Fuck, I would. I'd do it in a heartbeat. If you could play any game with a nerve gear,
Any game?
if you could play any game with a nerve gear from like Sword Art Online, what would it be?
Gun go.
What was the question again?
If, god damn it, Petey. If you could play any game with the nerve gear from Sword Art Online, what would it be? What is that?
Gun go.
It's the one with the guns.
The one with the guns and the girls.
Oh, why? That's...
Because you start with
Because
the
of the
gun.
guns and the girls.
You start with the gun.
No.
You
No,
can actually
That's
kill
a serious
somebody.
answer.
I do it. SAO. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
What's the game? What's the actual game called?
Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
You just do Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
Really? Out of all of the games,
Yeah. It's
You
my
would do-
favorite one.
your favorite game of all time is Sword Art Online.
Well, I mean, out of the Sword Arts, yeah.
I'm talking any game.
Oh.
Yeah, any game. With a nerve gear.
The Offenheim one.
What? I think you're misunderstanding what I'm talking about. Say you get a nerve gear, you can play GTA 5 with it. And you're in the world of GTA 5.
Yeah, but I could be like...
That's not a real game. Alfenheim is not a real game.
But it is
I
a...
misunderstood the question.
Me too.
I'm torn
That's my
between
bad.
GTA 5 online or...
If you say Call of Duty, that'd be like the scariest fucking shit.
Fuck that shit, no, I hate
Especially if you're like fucking enemy predator missile and you look up and you're like, oh shit!
No, it'd be GTA 5 online or...
GTA 5 online would be crazy too. Somebody rolls up in a DeLorean and shoots a rocket at you.
You're just standing there,
Yeah.
respawning, or some shit, like walking out your crib, you know, getting in the street, waiting for your car, next thing you know, fucking car comes through and fucking splat.
Or you
Runs
just
your
be
ass
cruising, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go change my paint job, and you try to pull up into the fucking pay and spray and you explode. That's the worst shit.
Get chased,
Right as soon as you pull
get chased down by a gang of green aliens.
in.
Fucking murdered. That'd be fucked. That or probably Destiny 2.
Really? Huh.
I
probably-
think Destiny would be really cool. Might be a little scary at sometimes, but I think it'd be accurate.
I was thinking maybe like Minecraft would be cool. If you could be in VR.
I'd just be mining the whole fucking time.
I don't
man.
even
think
I
it'd
don't
be
even hardly mind when I'm playing Minecraft.
That's all I do in Minecraft. I'm a
Yeah,
miner.
that's not even
bro.
what Minecraft is about.
I'm good to
anymore.
play with in a co-op world because I sit there and mine and let everybody else do all the
I'm
other
thinking more of online. I'm like with maybe 100 people on a server. 'Cause that's just fun. I'm doing that in VR.
I'm thinking this really hard one.
It's not that hard. Just gotta think of it. Cause like Fallout would be cool to do VR, like actual VR where you're in the world.
I'm thinking about Days Gone, but that's...
That'd be the scariest
shit.
shit.
Fuck that!
You know what'd be
fucking
even
have
worse?
running
Left
down the
4 Dead.
road.
Left 4 Dead would be even worse. You just hear you accidentally bump into a car, and you just fucking you're just like well fuck, I'm fucked.
No, the hordes.
Start
on,
hearing crying in the distance, and you're like,
the hordes on Left.
I'm done with this game.
The hordes on Left 4 Dead have nothing. Have nothing on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
Days Gone.
with Days Gone, it's a little bit different because you can like get away from the zombies. You can't in Left 4 Dead. You have to take them out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They surround you, and that's part of the game.
Yeah, but there's
Not
also
if you
fucking
don't
thousands of those motherfuckers in a horde, and it's crazy.
If your motorcycle's gone,
You haven't
have to
played
run.
Left 4 Dead on PC, have
Not
you?
on PC, no.
Yeah, you can turn up the zombies. There's a lot of zombies. And being in first person is a little bit different than third person too. If you play Days Gone in first person, it'd probably be a little bit different.
I'd probably honestly pick Destiny over anything though.
This is a good one. I like this next question.
Maybe Final Fantasy?
We are to discuss terrible YouTube channel ideas that would probably get views. Like, for example, How To Basic. Do you know who that is? He's the guy that all he does is just break shit with food and then throws eggs at it, and you don't see his face.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that is a fucking stupid idea, but he's got millions of fucking followers. It's a terrible idea. I think that the people... I respect people on YouTube who have the patience, I guess, to post hundreds of videos of them being silent, just staring at the camera for like 5 minutes, and they do it every day. And you can tell it's different because they got different clothes on every video, or their hair is a little bit different, and you're like, I respect this guy. He's just posting. He's just straight up posting content.
I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, just staring. Not even blinking. There are people that do that, and they get views.
He's just.
I think the worst idea is mukbang channels. I fucking hate those. But they get millions, dude. They get millions of views. You know what mukbang is? Where they're fucking just eating food, weird food, or a lot of food.
You want to do a mukbang?
Kinda. I want to live stream it.
Speaking of it.
I want to live stream it. Live stream a mukbang. What's that one guy called?
I can pitch in.
That his channel is basically him doing mukbang, but it's like crazy. Where he just eats an insane amount of food.
I watched Josh's mukbang.
You know who I'm talking about. You're just not thinking of him. He's a competition eater. And he eats like there's an episode where he made like a crazy amount of cheese curd fries and ate all of it. There's one where he made a massive burrito.
Matt Stoney?
I think that's his name. Yeah, I think that is him. That dude's fucking crazy.
Little bitty Asian dude?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Matt Stoney.
Yeah, that dude's cool. I don't understand how he eats so much.
I follow him on Snapchat and I love watching his videos.
I've followed him on YouTube, but I haven't been watching his videos. Because I binge watched all of his videos.
Yeah, I did too. It's entertaining, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. You're just like, how in the fuck is this guy... And like a big part of it is he gonna eat it all? He usually does.
I can eat quite a bit.
The only thing, like, I really like that motherfucker got it made. He
Get paid lots of money just to
Yeah.
eat. To do something that everybody has to do.
But his shits have to suck.
Yeah. He probably has to take like 4 shits.
And they all gotta suck.
Yeah.
He probably shits out fucking logs.
Yeah. No, he probably shits out trees.
Especially like a little bit after eating a challenge.
I bet.
Doing a challenge, eating a shit.
It's getting
I bet when he
before
takes a
and
shit,
after.
he coils it in the bowl, so it doesn't fill it up. So and then so he can flush it, and it just goes down like a snake, and it just sucks up the end of it and just.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
Like a
He
vortex.
he has enough money to probably have gotten a special toilet to
Probably.
take his shits.
Probably. He probably has to get like this fucking thing
I mean,
that goes
he's
up
got-
his ass and then stretches out
I got-
his asshole
I mean,
so
I've
he
got
can
abs.
shit.
I I've got mad respect for what he does, because there ain't no way I could eat that fucking amount of food.
Got a manhole.
I
over his
probably could
toilet.
if I
Over.
practiced. Just because I'm like skinnier than everybody but Colton.
I could eat a lot of hot dogs. Like hot dogs.
Bet you
on a
fucking
bun.
could, faggot.
No, it's because they're just. I ain't gonna go no more. Let's go on. Ribs would be easy.
Yeah, unless you had to eat the actual rib.
The bone.
Yeah, some people do.
Fuck
Yeah, some people do.
I'll do it sometimes. Just eat some of the marrow out of it.
No, I'm talking about the whole fucking
No, I can't
rib
do
bone.
that. That'll hurt and break my
that.
teeth.
He's like, fuck that.
No, you don't chew it. You don't chew the bone. You gotta like crush it into a powder.
You can probably just boil it for a long time. Make it really soft.
Let's talk about some dumb shit that we've done. Some really dumb shit. Like picking up a log out of a fire with coals on the bottom of it, Petey.
Well, why are you gonna call me out, bro? You could have done.
I had to give an example. Stupid shit that
Maybe
we've
if
done.
you didn't stick your hand in it.
How about almost doing it again? When we had that fire at Shaman's. Pick up a log and I was like, Petey!
I already lost feeling in them, though, from the first time. Okay?
You still
But
burn.
wouldn't have hurt that bad the second time.
It burned deeper.
Yeah, probably just wouldn't have fingers at that
I
point.
love fire and I love drinking, but me, fire, and drinking is a dangerous game. Gotta be careful.
Yep. Really gotta be careful when you made me lose the fucking game, Petey.
Fuck you.
And everybody else who's listening.
When you're listening.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
Lost the game.
Sorry. That's not cool.
I mean, you asked. You could have just not said
I
anything.
wasn't paying attention. I zoned out for a second.
So I'm probably about to be moving. I say probably, I am. Moving the studio to. It's technically the tool shed, but we're gonna fix it up to be a studio. Put an AC in it. It's kind of nice out there, actually.
Probably better signal.
Yeah, because it's technically outside. But I'm gonna put some insulation up. Put some insulation, not insulation. Like stoppers around the edges of the walls, like at the bottom where it meets the floor, to stop like water from coming in if it rains. And I'm gonna go hard out there, dude. I'm gonna probably be posting shit every single day.
Got tape measure.
Yeah, we gotta measure a hole. We gotta make a hole so we can put an AC in it. And that's going. It's always hot in the house because
Get a little bitty one.
our grandma
It'll be fine. It's still
fucking
like
sets it on
$100.
72 or 73, and it says on the thermostat 72 or 73, but that's not actually how cool it is in the house. It's usually like 75, except for in my room. It's always 3 degrees hotter in my room for some reason. Probably because it's got a window that faces the fucking sun.
I don't even know the temperature outside right now.
It's like 80.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's like 80. Probably feels cooler because it's been almost 100 almost every day.
Probably.
But it's 80. I checked on my phone earlier. Maybe it's like 78 now.
Been kind of windy.
Really need to get a whiteboard so I can stop using poster board like that. And I'm having to mark out shit because it's poster board instead of erasing shit and rewriting.
Yeah.
Because my schedule changed. Because I was gonna post stuff like Monday was gonna be a story, upload story. Tuesday I was gonna do a story. Wednesday was BIRDBRAINS recording. Thursday do a story and upload Tuesday's story. Then Friday upload BIRDBRAINS, and like that's a confusing schedule. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday stories. Also Friday podcast. And sometime in the future, I'll figure out Tuesday and Thursday. Right now, it only takes me about 20 minutes to make a story. Because all I gotta do is just have a story pop up in my head, write down the title so I can remember what story it is, and just fucking start talking. I uploaded one today about the first time I smoked weed, which would be 2 days ago by the time this comes up. And then I don't know what the story is going to be when this comes out. Maybe the time I worked for Carrie Underwood. That'll probably be it, because that was cool.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, pretty cool.
Yeah. The very last show, and then I got fired.
The first and last show I went to.
Got fired. Just because we left early. I told them, and they said it was fine. And then get fired. Because dude that I was working with, his mom didn't like me. And just straight up fucking fired me because of what he said, even though he's a piece of shit and she knows it.
Yeah. P over here. Just being quiet.
If you had creative control over a game, what kind of game would you make? I would make a 2D platformer, like a side scroller, kind of like Terraria survival game. But I want it to be more like inventory management and resource management. So like mix between give it Terraria's mechanics, but the items and resources of like what's that game called that you and Dylan used to play? That survival game.
Ark.
Yeah, Ark. With all the resources and items of Ark.
That was a really good game.
Yep. Mix it with Terraria. Give it Terraria's camera and controls. Just put same items and resources in. I think it would be a pretty good game.
First person Terraria.
Minecraft? No, Minecraft isn't nearly as cool as Terraria.
Exactly.
I wish it was. They need to add a lot more shit to Minecraft. What they really need is
kind of mix it with Mario or something.
They need a cave
It'll just be
update.
running.
They need to update the caves. They did another update, which is cool, or they're doing one. But they need to do a cave update because they haven't updated their caves since like Minecraft 1.5 or some shit like that, which was like 2014, 2013. Just a couple years after the game actually came out.
You know Oasis from Ready Player One?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, but that'd be fucking. If I could make that, bro. Shit.
I want a
VR or not, that shit would be great.
Yeah. I want a Borderlands game, but a service game. Not like a live service where you gotta fucking pay money every month, like a subscription. But like, you pay one time, kind of like Destiny's model. You pay one time for the main game, and then the major DLCs come out, and then you pay for those. You get all the new stuff. I think it's a great model to do with Borderlands, but like, have it be an online game with a hub, with where you can just randomly encounter people instead of inviting them to your game or them jumping into your game. You're just in the same lobby, you know? I think that'd be great.
Make Sword Art Online, but where you can respawn actually.
So, when are you gonna start posting content to YouTube, Beatty? After I get a following going, you're just gonna ride my success?
I don't know.
Probably. Because you'll be like, oh, it's working for Ryan. Might as well start posting shit. So I can make money too. And gain some of his followers.
Chasing that shit up.
Throw me some ideas. Let's talk about some ideas of what your content would be like.
Gaming, really.
What kind of gaming?
I play a lot of GTA. I
So,
play
like-
a lot of Destiny.
So like halfway competitive online play?
I won't play Call of Duty.
Yeah, why not? You're not good enough?
I mean, no, I'm good at it. I'm not gonna be another gamer that fucking
Right, there's a lot of people that play Call of Duty.
Stuff.
I would just be, if I was started doing gaming, I'm just going to stream once a week. And
yeah,
it'd
it'd just be
probably...
once a week for me too. Like it'd just probably be about like how long our podcast is. Maybe like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And or 15.
Oh, I would stream way longer than that. I'd probably stream for like
stream,
4.
Yeah, no,
I'd probably stream like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, stream would
a
be
week.
a lot longer. I was talking about like a video.
No, I'm
Like,
talking about
stuff
streaming.
would only be like,
I'd stream probably just a bunch of random bullshit games, mostly free games, or like buy a bunch of indie packs and play those. We've been going for a while.
how
It's not like as long as we usually do, but do you want to go ahead and end it? Okay. Well, follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
Probably TikTok later.
Follow this guy
Real Ryan Raven.
in his TikTok at Real Ryan Raven.
I don't know. But yeah, I do. I do have a TikTok. I did make one. It's Real Ryan Raven.
If it is not established yet, it is soon to come.
Yep.
Throwing that out there.
And subscribe to this channel. Like the video.
This is all.